Today, I want to share with you 5 thoughts on growing a team. I started out in videography as just a solo business owner on my own, and about 4 or 5 years in, I really felt this call and this pull into growing a team. As with anything new, it can feel super mystical and weird and scary, and you just really have no idea where to start. So I believe these 5 thoughts are going to be super practical and help you no matter where you are in the process of growing your business or leading people. Number 1 is that nobody is going to care about growing a team more than you. You're the leader, you're leading the organization or the business, so you're going to be the person solely responsible for growing a team. Because of that, you have to answer this one question. You have to start with why. Why do you want to grow a team? Is it so you can look like an influencer or a cool entrepreneur on Instagram? That's a terrible idea. That's not going to sustain you when it gets hard or when working with people is really complicated or complex. You've got to answer the question of why. And if we're honest, sometimes the answer to why is, hey, I'm actually not supposed to grow a team. I realize I don't have a good reason and it's not the right time. But the important thing is this is a long journey. So it's a journey to grow a team, to work with people. It gets complex, so learn to enjoy it. Next is to focus on the one. Don't worry about the size of your team or how big you want to be. Focus on the one person that's around you, the person that's interested, the people that are within your sphere that you want to focus in on. You could want to have a team of 5, 10, 100 people, but if you don't treat someone the right way, even if it's just one person, you're never going to get to where you actually need to be. This one has been my most recent discovery, is that employees aren't the only way to grow a team. An employee costs you money, you have extra taxes and insurance and things to pay for, but you actually don't need money to start a team. Have you ever thought about building your organization or business off volunteers or family or friends when you're starting out? Or even contractors? There's people whose entire business is built around doing work for a lot of different businesses. So you don't need a lot of upfront money to start growing a team. I believe that's a myth. You have volunteers, family, friends. Sometimes people just want to be a part of something bigger than themselves. Maybe they're in the in-between season. They need some purpose or a vision for a time, and it would bring them joy and excitement to come alongside what you're doing and help you build along the way. This is a really important question and roadblock that you need to answer before moving forward. How does growing a team help or hurt your client? How does it help or hurt your audience that you're working with? Because sometimes growing a team might be the best thing for you, but is it the best thing for your product? Is it the best thing for your audience or your clients? That's a question that's super important. You must grow a team with your end user in mind. If growing a team sinks the ship, and because of trying to grow a team out of pride or your ego, you end up sinking the whole thing. That's not serving your company or organization best. I love the show Yellowstone, and the owner of the farm looks to the guy who works with him, and he always says, "Do what's best for the farm, Jamie. Do what's best for the farm." I love that, because when they're making decisions, they're not making a decision what's best for the individual. He's like, they own this big horse ranch, and he's like, you know what? Do what's best for the farm. That's always their answer. And so as a business, you want to make sure that while you don't want to overly value your organization and business, you don't want to put it at risk by hiring or bringing more people along than you can handle. Number 5 is that you need to communicate clearly and honestly. What can you genuinely offer people joining your team? What are your expectations and their expectations? You know the saying, to be unclear is to be unkind. You want to make sure that these expectations that you communicate exactly what you can pay someone, what you can offer them, and where you're going as a team. It's super important. And one last thing to remember is even as you're growing a team, keep your well-being and mental health in mind. Your family, your husband or wife, that's super important. In your mindset of growth, we want to get better. We don't just want to get bigger. It's a huge, it's a statement that people say in leadership is that you want to get better. You don't just want to get bigger. If getting bigger means you're getting better, that's amazing. You want to make sure that you're healthy, not just that you're focusing on growth. Health is super important. And for some of you, where you are in the process, it's okay to just stay alone, to run with it on your own and say, you know what, I'm going to do this thing by myself for a while. If that's the road, then you stay on it. But if it's time to grow a team, you can look back over these 5 thoughts and implement them into your business. Flow is a platform to help you grow your business, organization, and improve as a leader. I want to let you know that in the show notes, we have links to everything we talked about. We even have links to paid and free learning products that we have available to you. 5 ways to improve your morning has been super popular. It's free. Go get it, the link below. We also have the 7-day reset, which is a social media detox challenge. It's 7 days to kind of take steps away from social media, away from your phone, gain new vision and insight, and just some quiet space to kind of reset. And so those links are below, as well as anything else you want to know about Flow. Thanks so much for listening.